best one. He's definitely the best one in Tri-State for sure.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Like
there's no competition whatsoever when it comes to that. I mean, even if there was competition, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a huge gap either way because Unknown is just so good with this character. You see things that you would never thought she could do in this game because Unknown has been such a good specialist with this character in the last few months.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even just really the Sheik specialist. He also plays Wolf for presumably Sheik's bad matchups, if you would, which, you know, if you want to talk about theory crafting for a minute, you want to be one of those, like, those heavy guys right there that says, like, oh, what bad matchups? Yeah, I'm not talking about in theory right here. I'm talking about in practice. You know what I mean? I'm talking about what actually happens with this character once she's actually on the screen and not what happens in your brain and your notebook that you're, like doodling in while you should be studying in your class. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But yeah, just to say real quick, I mean, before I let you take the reins here, this is, you know, this is Unknown's other character. He does play Wolf a lot, and Arhungry definitely dabbles in Sheik a little bit. Doesn't play her as often as he used to, but these guys play each other quite a bit, and they both play very similar characters, so I'm anxious to see them actually go against each other, especially this far in the bracket.
Yeah, these two are definitely really good friends. They've played each other a good amount of times already, whether it's friendlies, whether it's in bracket. They know each other so well, and the call-out right there. I mean, Sheik does struggle to kill, but it's not so much of the kill, it's so much of the call-out right there. And one thing that Unknown is so good at doing with a character like Sheik is calling out the opponents as a down smash is going to be enough to take the stock. Unknown, just aside from the combo game that Sheik does have, especially against a character of Wolf's weight, you know, things like that can start capitalizing really well in favor of Unknown.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see a matchup like this, because Sheik is just like, Wolf is just like always just saying it to Sheik. It's like, hey, I do what you do, but literally harder. And by harder, I don't mean more difficult. I'm talking about harder as in just, you know, beefier hits. Like, as in, like, I will do more damage to you with way less hits than Sheik will have to put in once she finally gets in. I mean, Unknown not only is the kind of player who will, like, you know, wait you out when he has to, he will be aggressive when he wants to and when he can. Like, this guy knows Sheik's combo game to an absolute T. Like, sometimes if you fight against Brian in Unknown, you feel like you honestly, genuinely can't even play the game. And Wolf being the fast faller and combo weight that he is, in the right hands, that really shouldn't be an exception, but Arhungry still tacking on a little lease on life right here with only a 4% differential, still hanging on, going tit for tat in the corner with those shields right there. Is this situation going to be the turnaround?
Yeah, hanging on by a thread right now, but the F-tilt will be enough to take the stock, and Arhungry once again with the lead in favor in terms of stocks. But, you know, yeah, like you mentioned before, one thing I want to see Unknown do a little bit more is not allow Wolf to have too much of center stage, because the more you give Wolf the opportunity to just play neutral on stage, the less chances you have that you're probably going to take the stock, because the stock lasting longer than it should have. But I think this could be disaster, but not for Arhungry. It is disaster right there for Unknown, who couldn't get the final punish right there to steal the stock and bring this back to a one-stock game. And now 44% tacked on and then some. Arhungry looking really solid to start off this game one.
He really is, especially with 63% while hanging on to his 170. The Sheik back air finally going to do it. Call it a little bit of Sheik-ritis, if you would. You know, not able to really get that kill for sure, but she's still got her setups, man. She's got, you know, she's got like, what am I trying to say here? Falling needles to fish. She's got that F tilt into the up air. You know, she's got that down throw, which can sometimes work, the forward throw, I should say, which sometimes work into the bouncing fish. Wolf is just generally the perfect combo weight for all those things, but it's not going to matter if Arhungry is going to keep continuing to force his advantage state, recognizing the burst range of Sheik, and knowing when or when not he can get around, but the self-destruct, no! The worst possible time.
It's so hard to, you know, watch those kind of moments happen, because you know why he's going for the air dodge, but it's just kind of like, when it doesn't pay off, it's just kind of like, why did that happen? Why did you do that to yourself? Well, you know what? Unknown will take that game regardless and just go on to this game too. One thing Arhungry has to do is just play it cool. Whatever happened, game one happened. Realize that you were dominating most of that game anyways, and you know that you can play around a lot more against Unknown Sheik. So, you know, just keep that mindset in favor of you, and just don't allow that those kind of moments to happen again.
Yeah, leave him in the past real quick if you could. You know, you need to, like, think about it just enough, like, to adjust and to make sure you don't do that situation again, but don't think about it enough to the point where you get tilted and it affects your current gameplay now, you know what I mean? Like, to the point where you're not leaving it in the past. That happened in the last game. You're playing this game. Just focus on what's happening now. Tell yourself in your head, crazy your comebacks have happened in the past before, and the fact is the set is not over. You shake hands when the set is over, you know, and right now the set ain't over, but Unknown trying to make sure that set is over a little quicker than he can, but Arhungry doing a wonderful job forcing his advantage state again, just like he was in that last game. And woo! Just get that little hit, just get those little sound effects in there, man. The Charlie Brown, once again, going to take it against a character as light as Sheik.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we were seeing from game 1 anyways. I mean, a lot of the game was being played in favor of Arhungry, just maintaining center stage, maintaining good neutral, and just applying all the damage. Every stock that Unknown was able to take was just off of maybe just one overextension right there from Arhungry. But even then, Arhungry just played it well, tacked on damage as he is right now, 92% already on the second stock, already looking really solid in this game too. But yeah, just maintaining center stage, maintaining good neutral, and just not allowing Unknown to get these combo games that Sheik is really would be excelling at.
Yeah, I'm gonna carry on a little bit on that last point that you said right there, because from what I'm noticing from Arhungry, that's what he's doing better than anything else in this set to a T, and that's why I think he's still alive right here on his first stock 2 minutes into this game. He's doing such a good job at choosing when in like those really scrappy neutral moments right there as he gets the stock with the up smash to swing against a character with crazy and superior frame data like Sheik, and when not to. You're going to notice that there are some moments where it kind of looks like Arhungry can hit Unknown, and he deliberately chooses not to because he knows that not only will he wind up whiffing in the long run, or that it's just not going to be worth it, and that Sheik will just be able to get that turnaround trap card coming in. He's doing such a good job at choosing when and when not to swing at Sheik right here, while at the same time not letting himself get needle camped by playing too defensive. That's crucial against a character like Sheik, to know like how to fend off against her from that sort of mid-range and know when to swing and when not to. He's doing such a good job at that.
Yeah, he's really good at using these nairs too to just put Sheik in a bad situation. But even then, 152%. Yes, Sheik does struggle to kill, but allowing your opponent to live for about 3 minutes now and still not take a single stock, that's not a really good it's not a really good showing to be putting right now in terms of in this game. And Arhungry just taking full control of this whole game. I mean, already has Sheik at a very high percent where death is almost inevitable regardless of whatever move comes out, just like that up tilt. That up tilt is enough with max rage. Yes sir, Arhungry will take that 3 stock and just remind Unknown that game 1 was a fluke, and that's not going to happen this time around.
I am genuinely sorry if I piqued anybody's ears with that whistle, but that was just my genuine reaction right there, because that was a 3 stock. That's 3 stocks. That means Hungry didn't die in that entire game. For anybody who, and the off chance there's anybody new to competitive Smash Brothers in the chat right now, or watching the stream or watching the VOD, but looking at that, what a turnaround from that game. And just to really continue on what we were talking about very quickly before we continue, that is why you do not put the stick down until the screen says game.
Yeah.
That's why you don't do it right there. Beautiful, beautiful stuff from Arhungry. You know, the first game fluke was passed. Now we're here. Game 3.
Yep, Arhungry did really well that game too. And one thing that Unknown was not able to do whatsoever was, I mean, you're seeing it now. They're both playing in the center of the stage. This is not where Sheik is going to be able to capitalize and get what she wants from her opponent. No. Sheik wants you off stage as much as possible so she can use those falling needles or just get good lingering hitbox options in her favor for a character like Wolf, who doesn't have the best of recoveries. But you see, Arhungry is not giving him that. Unknown is not being able to capitalize and play his game because Arhungry every single time has either been playing, putting Unknown in the corner or just playing in the center where, I mean, at the end of the day, the boxing matchup, whether even though Sheik may have the better frame rate, Wolf just hits hard.
Yeah, that is the truth, my friend. That is the truth. Sheik right here struggling in the corner, and I very much agree with you in terms of getting Wolf off stage, because that is where Sheik definitely gets a lot of like her really good like kill conditions. You know what I mean? Like bouncing fish, needles to fish. You know, Forward air to fish as well, falling neutral air in general. Not to mention the grenade as well, which is an amazing lingering hitbox, because even if you throw that move out as the F tilt takes the stock, even if you throw that move out, even if you miss, you know, as the up air actually is going to do right there, good DI mix-up on the part of Unknown. Even if it does miss in that side B, you're going to force your opponent either to go high or to go to ledge, and either way is going to leave you in a pretty vulnerable position to potentially continue to get edge guarded by Sheik. So wonderful stuff on the part of him right there, and even better stuff on getting that DI mix up and changing his direction real quick to ensure Hungry's DI off the top last zone messes up a little bit. Ooh, 50%. Oh, even more. He might die. He actually might die here if this keeps going.
We are getting a glimpse of exactly what I was trying to say, and Unknown finally capitalizing with every single moment that he gets, whether it be the last or whether it be one of the few times. He's definitely capitalizing now, applying all this pressure on Arhungry, and when you allow Sheik to apply this amount of pressure, you're either gonna lose your stock early or you're gonna take on a lot of damage with the bone needle into up smash. That was insane right there from Unknown.
Very, very slick. You can't forget about that up smash, and those up smash confirms that Sheik has as well, my friend. This character moves through the air like butter, has crazy frame data to actually combo you to pieces. Yeah, she's light. Some people think she's bad because of that factor alone, but I don't think that could be any further from the truth. Doesn't matter how light a character is if you have such a hard time even hitting them in the first place, and now you have Unknown going for it. But there you go. Just as I say that, speak of the devil, commentator's curse. Sheik's lightweight coming into haunt her, killing her at slightly earlier percent than it would many of the other characters in this game, and giving Arhungry a second lease on life right here. We have the last stock of this set right here. Winner moves on to have a chance at fighting Jackal. You know, both of these guys definitely want that.
Yeah, and if anybody wants it more right now, it might want to be Unknown, who hasn't really been, he's been taking a few big losses here and there at DNAs, where he always comes up just barely missing out of winning it, you know, from playing Syrup to playing people like Jackal and Sinji, who's started going out again. So, you know, like, the competition has gotten a lot harder for Unknown, but he's always been right there, and he wants to prove himself. He knows he can do it if he just keeps trying. And right now, in the lead, looking really good right now. Already has Wolf in a bad position off stage.
Oh, that double jump to get around the grenade was so good. Now he's got Unknown in the corner instead. That was such an amazing turnaround by Arhungry. One strong hitbox from... You see him looking for it, man. He knows that one very strong hit from Wolf will actually kill Sheik at this percent, despite him being at 131. We are basically, essentially in a last stock situation. Just searching for it right here. Going to get that forward throw. Way too high a percent to confirm with the bouncing fish. He's going to mix it up! There's the up smash to take it out. The one thing that he needed. You saw him looking for it, and you see Hungry shaking his head right there because he knows that he needed to use that sort of as a calling card right there. He needed that clutch factor. I need to kill this light character now, and he's going to make me, little stupid bald-faced Nintunis, eat his words and say that Sheik's weight is not going to matter at the end of the day there, when